Marhaba, this is Abdulrahman from the Arabiker. Up until this video in this series, you learned how to conjugate past verb al-madi, which allows you to situate actions in the past, to talk about actions that took place in the past, for example. Also, you learned how to conjugate verbs in present form al-mudari', which allows you to situate actions in the present, talking about your habits, for example. In this video, we will learn how to situate actions in the future, al-mustaqbal, in al-Aamiyyah, Palestinian Jordanian dialect, after we have already discussed how to do this in al-Fusha, MSA, in the previous video. First, please note that we have a practice drill prepared for you to practice this structure. Make sure you check the description box after the video ends and after you learn how to express future tense in Arabic. Our approach in this video is that I will challenge you by showing you some Arabic sentences that are situated in the past, and I will show you how to situate them in the future. Then, you and I will discuss the observations that we can notice on the future tense in Arabic. Please note that all the vocabulary that I will use in our sentences today are taken from our free Arabic Essentials material. Make sure you have it to follow along. It's a list of more than 180 common words, nouns, verbs, and particles in Arabic. And for those students who would like to focus on both MSA and the spoken dialect and would like to develop their ability to differentiate between the two, please note that I will use the same sentences that I used in the previous video in order for you to see how a sentence would sound different in both MSA and in the spoken dialect. Our first sentence here is سافرت لفلسطين امبارح, which means I traveled to Palestine yesterday. How to situate that in the future? I will say راح أسافر لفلسطين بكرة. راح أسافر لفلسطين بكرة. Alternatively, and as a substitute for راح أسافر, we can say in dialect حسافر. حسافر لفلسطين بكرة. Our second sentence here is قابلنا طلاب المدرسة الشهر الماضي, which means we met the students of the school last month. How to situate that in the past? I will say راح نقابل طلاب المدرسة الشهر الجاي. راح نقابل طلاب المدرسة الشهر الجاي, which means we will meet the students of the school next month. Alternative to what we have said here, راح نقابل, I can say also حنقابل. حنقابل طلاب المدرسة. Okay? Which means the same basically. Our third sentence here is دخلت الغرفة قبل ساعة. دخلت الغرفة قبل ساعة. I'm talking to a feminine. You entered the room an hour ago. Before an hour, literally in Arabic. How to situate that in the future? I will say راح تدخل الغرفة بعد ساعة. Or the alternative to راح تدخلي, I can suffice with حتدخلي. حتدخلي, which means you will enter the room in 1 hour, after 1 hour. Our last sentence now is الأولاد لعبوا في الحديقة كتير الصيف الماضي. الأولاد, the children, لعبوا, played, في الحديقة, in the park or in the garden, كتير, a lot, الصيف الماضي, last summer. How to situate that in the future? الأولاد راح يلعبوا في الحديقة كتير الصيف الجاي. And as we did before, as an alternative to راح يلعبوا, I can say حيلعبوا. حيلعبوا. which means the children will play in the garden a lot next summer. الجاي الصيف الجاي. Pause the video now and write down your observations on how I transformed these sentences from being situated in the past to being situated in the future. Alright, let's see now if you and I noticed the same observations. First, we used a new particle now to indicate the future tense, which is rah or ha. Rah or ha. The first one here is written separately. It's written as a separate word, not attached to the verb that is after it, while the second one here is attached to the verb. Is there any difference in meaning between these two particles? No. In dialect, no. But you need to pay attention that if you use this particle that is attached to the verb, you need to drop the prefix for ana, from the conjugation. As you can see here, there's an a for the conjugation of ana. Ana rah asafir. But when we used ha, we dropped that alif and we let it flow. Hasafir, hasafir. For the other ones, it's fine. Keep them. Hangabil, hangabil, hatudkhuli, hayil'abu. Keep the prefixes, fine. But for ana, you have to drop it if you used this particle, ha. Second observation is that to indicate the future, we used the present form of the verb, al-mudari', as illustrated here. I used asafir, asafir, ngabil, ngabil, etc. So we use the present form to indicate the future attached to these particles that we have talked about, rah or ha. So in Arabic, you just need to use the present form, conjugate it correctly, attach to it this particle, and tada, you got the future tense. But in Jordanian Palestinian dialect, you need to pay attention not to use the prefix ba, as you can see here. If you can recall from our previous videos talking about the present form conjugation in dialect, we have the prefix ba we talked about. We didn't use it with rah. After rah, we have to drop it. Here's another reminder that you can practice this structure and transform sentences from past tense to future tense using the drill that we have prepared for you in the description box. Also, we have some free Arabic material for you. Arabic Essentials material, it's more than 180 common words, and Arabic Verb Conjugation Patterns, a reference for you to show you how to conjugate different verb forms in different tenses from different Arabic registers. Make sure you visit the course page in order to grab these material. If you found this video useful, please like it, subscribe to our channel, and share it with other Arabic learners. Check out our website for other Arabic learning services that we offer. Also, follow us on social media. We post some useful Arabic material there. Salam.